Welcome back to UK Knowledge Guru. In today's video, we will learn about Global Talent Visa, which is also known as Work in the UK as a Leader in Digital Technology. So if you are studying towards IT or doing IT, data science or anything related to that, this visa is for you. So let's understand what is Global Talent Visa. With a Global Talent Visa, you can work in the UK if you are a leader or potential leader in digital technology. For example, in fintech technology, gaming, cyber security, artificial intelligence. You can also work in the UK on a global talent visa if you have won an eligible award. So we will discuss this awards afterwards. Let's learn about what is the eligibility requirement for global talent visa. You can apply either as a leader or as a potential leader. What's the difference? We will discuss in details afterwards. Exceptional promise applicants are likely to have less than 5 years of experience in technology, but can have had a longer career in another type of work. You must be able to prove your potential to be a leader through your skills and achievement. Tech Nation will assess your endorsement application. We will discuss this endorsement, how to do that in detail later on this video. Now let's understand the criteria for applying as a leader. So like we discussed, there are two types. One is as a leader, the other one is potential leader. So now we are discussing the as a leader. You need to show you have recognized by others as being a leading talent in the digital technology field in the last 5 years. You must also show that at least two of the followings are true. You have a record of innovation as a founder or senior executive of a product-led digital technology company, or you have a record of innovation where you have worked in a new digital technology field or concept as an employee, or you have contributed to the digital technology sector outside of work, for example, mentoring, teaching, etc. Or you have set up or worked in product-led technology and have made technical, commercial or entrepreneurial contribution in the digital technology sector. So out of 4, you only need 2. Or you had research published or endorsed by the expert. So for example, you are writing a paper on machine learning or on a weapon detection or anything related to that field, and that paper has been published. So this is one. Secondly, if you have contributed towards the sector, for example, you are teaching, then again you are eligible for this. Now let's understand the criteria for applying as a potential leader. So before it was as a leader, now it's in potential leader. Exceptional promise. You need to show you have recognized by others as being a potential talent in the digital technology field in the last 5 years. You must also show that at least two of the followings are true. Number 1, you can show innovation as a founder of a product-led digital technology company. For example, you are building an app and you are the one who have built it. You have created or built that concept first. Or you can show innovation where you have worked in a new digital technology field or concept as an employee. So for example, you were working for Apple and you have designed the watch and you were working as an employee. Or you can show you have contributed to the digital technology sector outside of work. For example, mentoring. Or you can show you have set up or worked in a product-led technology company and have made significant technical, commercial contribution in the digital technology sector. Or you have had published your research or endorsed by an expert. If you see the differences, there are not much difference between the leader and the potential leader, but they are two different criteria. Now let's discuss how your application will be assessed. When making decision on your application, Tech Nation will check that you have met the criteria needed for the visa. It is also considered the following factors: your career history. For example, the international reputation and impact of your work. So if you were working in a COVID and what you have done, what impact you have done, or you were bringing a technology, the app regarding that, bringing innovation in that COVID technology. So these kind of things. The strength of the statement in your recommendation letter and the evidence in support of your application. How you will contribute to UK digital technology by being based in the UK. So for example, if your work is working from Canada or from US and it's not helping UK, so you may not be eligible for this visa. So it should contribute to the UK digital technology. Personal factors such as academic track record, salary level, and company you are being hired by, or amount of money raised by if you're working as an entrepreneur, the commercial impact of your previous work, achievement, and experiences. So these are the things you will provide them in your application, that you fulfill and you have done these things and you achieve all these things. Now let's discuss the documents you'll need to apply. After you submit your endorsement application on gov.uk, you will need to complete the application form on the Tech Nation website. In later on this video, we will discuss about how to fill the application endorsement on gov.uk and what we meant by application form on Tech Nation website. This must include a personal statement explaining the contribution that you will make to the UK technology. You will need to upload the following documents along with your application form on the Tech Nation website: your CV, 3 letters of recommendation, proof of your connection to the technology business if you have been a founder or senior executive in the last 5 years, proof you meet the eligibility criteria, a maximum of 10 documents. So step 1, start application. Third is document. Fourth is declaration, pay, and download and print. So let's do the applicant. So it says registration of the email address. Who does this email address belongs to? The applicant, the immigration advisor based in the UK, or someone else? So the applicant. Next question is immigration advisor. Do you have an immigration advisor based in the UK? Immigration advisor can advise you on matters relating to the immigration and citizenship. So just now we'll click no because we're doing the application ourselves. Now it's asking for their personal information. If you check if everything is correct, continue. Next question is prices. Important. Are you replacing biometric residence permit with online immigration? Do you have a price accepted by the Home Office? No. So we are applying on the basis of the application, not on the basis of the pricing. So save and continue. Now it says enter your name as shown in your current passport, your travel documents. So we need to provide all the details over here. So we'll provide that details. Next question is, in addition to the names already provided, are you now or have been known by another name? No. Can we use this email address to contact you? Yes. You must notify us immediately if you change your email address. Okay. So can you use this email address to contact you? Yes. Provide your telephone number. So we can provide I cannot be contacted by telephone. Now it's asking for the address. So we'll provide the address. Now it's asking your sex and relationship status. So are you what's your sex on the passport? So we'll provide male over here. What's your relationship status? We'll provide single. Save and continue. Country of your nationality. So country of your birth, place of birth. So we can mention the details over here. Country of nationality, country of birth, place of birth, date of birth. Save and continue. Your passport, United Kingdom. So can you provide a valid passport? Yes, we can provide that. So it's asking for the details. Next question is, do you hold or have ever hold any other nationality? No. Telephone number. Next question is, are you applying for anti-clearance or leave to remain? At the same time, making the application for endorsement. So stage 1 and stage 2, that's what it means. Are you applying for both together? So at the moment, no, we are only applying for the stage 1. Country of residence. So what is your country of residence? So we'll provide United Kingdom at the moment. Next question is, are you applying for exceptional promise or exceptional talent criteria? So just now we are discussing the exceptional promise. Okay, we have just discussed what are the rules for them. They have the third option, neither I am applying under the UK research or innovation endorsement founder route. So this is a different one. So just now we are doing the exceptional promise. Next question is, state your field of talent. So we have just discussed. So you have the options over here as well. Which endorsement body do you wish to support for your endorsement? So British Academy, Royal Society, Arts Council England, Tech Nation. So we are doing the Tech Nation. Why? Because we are applying for the, so we'll mention data scientist over here. Next question is, applicant for Tech Nation must complete application and upload your supporting evidence on the TechNation website. You must do this within 15 days of the application. Do not send this evidence directly to the Home Office. I will complete the application on the TechNation website and upload the requested information. So we will leave this link open and we will do that later. Save and continue. Now it's asking all the details. So you verify all the details. After that, it's asking if you do not provide these documents, your application will be delayed or refused. TechNation related evidence is no longer required to be sent to the Home Office. You should complete the application on the TechNation website and upload the requested information. So we'll click on this, providing your document. You must send the documents within 15 days to the address on your supporting documents checklist. So save and continue. Email verification incomplete. So let's do that. So now we are at the declaration part. So we start the application, then documents, declaration is asking I'm the applicant. I confirm that everything which is mentioned above is correct. Next step is pay. So if you pay standard pay, that service is £524. Most people get decision within 8 weeks. So just now we are doing the stage 1, which is endorsement part for the global talent endorsement. The fees is 524. For applying for the visa, there is a separate fees for it, which we have just discussed in the video. You click continue, and now it's asking that this person wanted to apply for the endorsement. Continue to WordPay. So you click on WordPay and it will take you to the payment page where you will pay for the endorsement. Now let's discuss the technation.io, the one which we were meant to submit the details of the proposal. So welcome to TechNation application page for the digital technology global talent visa. So this one is for the digital technology. If you have not watched on my channel, you can watch the other videos in which I have discussed about the other type of global talent visa. Just now we are doing this one. Important notice from 1st April 2024. The above system will implement a policy that may prevent application from the following location: Cuba, North Korea, Iran, Sudan, Syria, Russia, Crimea. All these countries are not allowed to. If you are applicant based on in one of these locations, you are unable to access our endorsement application system. Please use this temporary form instead. So this is for these countries. So just now we'll click submit. Now it will take us to the application page where you will need to apply. Before that, we will discuss what it says. So UK government website, global talent visa, official government immigration rules, TechNation application guide. So if we click on application guide, we leave it open. So if we need to discuss this, so we can read the discussion guidance on this. So it says over here, overview. I'll just zoom out so you can see. So just now we are discussing the guidance. So applicant suitability. So this is the applicant suitability. Technical applicant, programmers from non-technical organizations are eligible. Non-technical applicant, that is business role, from technical organizations are eligible. Non-technical applicant from non-technical organization are generally not eligible. So if you are not technical and you have no technical organization, you are not eligible for this. Now let's see the examples. So examples of technical skills, examples of business skills. If you see this, non-technical is basically business. Technical is basically the people who got DevOps, principal software engineers, experienced data scientist, artificial intelligence, processing and machine learning, ML, cybersecurity, hardware. All these are this is a long list. You can see that. Now, example of business skills. So experience of leading substantial VC investment, experience of commercial business, for example, profit and loss, growth, sales, etc. Experience of expanding or growing a significant product-led sector of specific experience, payment infrastructure, fintech, for example, solution sales expert, experienced product manager, performance marketing expert, experience and senior VC, experience as C-suite, so CEO, CMO, CIO. So all these are the business skills. Now let's discuss the documents checklist, because this is one of the most important part, documents and evidence. So let me zoom in and I'll show you this. So we'll start from here. A complete TechNation visa application form is available on TechNation website. So this is the link for it. What you need to write a personal statement. This includes a personal statement, including 1000 words in lengthy written by you to explain the contribution that you will make to the UK digital sector. What do you need to mention? Why do you want to come to UK? What is your planned occupation in the UK? Which region or city you are planning? How will the UK digital technology sector benefit from your work? Example of this might include technological advances. You will bring the creation or new market, the planned growth of a digital technology company, the activities you will take part in outside of your direct occupation. The personal statement must be submitted using a Technician form and not uploaded as a separate document. CV with any career and publication history included. It must be typed and be up to 3 sides of A4 page. 3 letters of recommendation from 3 different well-established individuals acknowledged as experts in the digital technology field with detailed knowledge of your work over a period of 12 months or more, supporting your global talent application, which includes all of the following. Each person who writes a letter must be a senior member of their organization. Know your work. Each letter must be about your global talent application. You cannot use a letter that was written for another reasons. For example, somebody have written you for PhD recommendation. You cannot use that letter. Explain how the author knows the applicant and knows the applicant achievement in the field. How the author considers the application show exceptional talent or promise. The contribution the applicant would make to the UK digital economy. Again, the letter must also be typed and dated. Be up to 3 sides of A4 pages. Be signed by the author. Include a telephone number, email address. Comes with the author's CV. Letter which are deemed by the technician to be duplicates or template are closely match or the content of evidence submitted by other applicant may be considered fraudulent. So for example, if someone has already submitted, you should not copy that same letter for that same purpose. Up to 10 pieces of evidence. We will discuss this part in detail. What do we mean by evidence? At least 2 unique documents showing you are recognized as either a leading talent or potential talent. And at least 4 unique documents showing you have any 2 of the other necessary skills. You cannot use the same piece of evidence for more than 1 criteria. The evidence you supply to demonstrate you meet the eligibility criteria must consist of no more than 10 documents in total. You must provide evidence of any commercially successfully established business, shares, ownership, etc. in the last 5 years. You must use the Technician application form to state which of your supporting documents relate to your chosen eligibility criteria. Now, let's discuss the examples of those 10 documents. So this is the example. When making a decision on your application, Technician will assess that you meet the eligibility criteria. It also considers the following factor: your career history, the strength of the statement, how you will contribute to UK digital society, personal factors such as academic record, the commercial impact of your previous work. Now, examples are over here. You led the growth of product-led technology company, product or team inside a digital company, as evidenced by a reference letter from leading industry expert describing your work, or as evidenced by news clipping, lines of code from public repos or similar evidence. So this is the whole list of evidence. I'll put this link in the description. So when you're doing this application, because everyone has their own domain. So for example, if you are a researcher, you're doing a cancer research or cancer image recognition system or something. So you have done publication, so you have different evidence. So this is the criteria. I'll put that all in the link in description as well. Now, examples of relevant evidence included. So if you have, for example, a open source, or you have the account of the GitHub, so you can provide all those as an evidence. So your GitHub profile demonstrating active participation in a collaborative project, for example, talks or conference speaking, an open ed or news article, evidence of mentorship. Many students wanted to apply this through the from what they have done in their MSc, in their PhD, etc. So for that, how do I demonstrate that I have exceptional ability in the field of making academic contribution through research? Academic research must be endorsed by a recognized academic expert, either through peer review or in a recognized publication, endorsement, etc. For example, evidence of at least one significant contribution to the field in the form of a paper published into top peer reviewed journal, evidence of presentations at a peer reviewed conference, evidence of award received, a letter of support from research supervisor, evidence of a merit based award that has been granted by an organization of a smaller similar standing and distinction by the Royal Society in the UK. So this is how you do that. Please note, awards must be of merit and not solely monetary. When we talk about monetary, somebody, for example, give you the bursary, grants or scholarship, that is not your award. That won't be considered towards it. So you need to provide something which is non-monetary. Now let's discuss the last part, global talent eligible prize list. So this was the one way that you can apply through the this way, but you can also apply through the prize list as well. So instead of stage 1, stage 2, you can apply through the prize list. So global talent digital technology prizes, I'll put the link in the description. This is from the gov.uk. So if you have awarded a ACM prize in computing, a Turing award. So if you have received this award, so these are the name of the body, Association for Computing Machinery, ACM. So if you click on that, this is the website. So if you have been awarded from this particular institute, then yes, you can be eligible for this visa straight away. Now let's discuss the application part. You can apply for Global Talent Visa at the same time as you apply for endorsement, or after you have endorsement confirmed. If your permission to stay in the UK is about to expire, applying for the visa will extend it until you have been given a decision. If you apply for both at the same time and your endorsement is refused, your visa application will be rejected, but you will get the visa application feedback. You will get the response within 3 weeks if you are in the UK, or 8 weeks if you are outside the UK. If your endorsement application is refused, you can ask for a review if you do not think your endorsement application was judged correctly. The review will be done by the endorsement body that looked at your original application. There is no fees for the review. What is the review will look like? You can ask for the review to look at the specific area. For example, you think a piece of evidence you have provided, but it was not properly looked. There was a mistake in your application. If there is nothing wrong with the way the process was followed, your application will not be reconsidered. You cannot give new evidence as part of the review. When you can ask for a review, you need to request the review within 28 days after getting the decision. If your permission to stay in the UK is about to expire, applying for an endorsement review will not extend it. How to ask for a review? Fill the global endorsement review form and email it to the Home Office. This is the email address, globalendorsement@homeoffice.gov.uk. When you will get a decision, you will get a decision within 28 days if your review has been successful. The fees for this is £716. The fees is divided into 2 parts. One part is 524 for the endorsement. 192 is to apply for the visa itself. If you are applying based on an eligible award, you will pay full £716 when you apply for the visa. If you are including your partner or children in your application, they'll each need to pay £716. Healthcare surcharge, you'll have to pay healthcare surcharge, which is usually £1,035 per year for each person applying.